getting into cosplay made me realize that there's loads of people around that have the same mindset as me and also the same interests, as well as you get into an area where you feel more welcome because you're not one of the sheeps in the flock.
Whenever I see you, I think big, extremely big purple cosplay.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Yeah.
Very incredibly purple because it's my character and I love purple, so that became the theme for the character. It would be purple.
Yeah.
Purple hair, purple tail, purple ears.
And it's also kind of the mascot for
Yes,
Metrocon.
that's correct.
Yeah.
So Connie is my original character back from 2009. And it stands for Con, Artificial Intelligence, which was artificial intelligence was not something you would see back in 2009. Nowadays, of course, it's a lot more widespread. But it stands for, Connie stands for a person that walks around and helps people be creative. The people specifically be creative. She's the one who does all the admin stuff and checks everything technical and helps around like that because she wants to give creativity to the people.
That's really nice. So you're also like organizing the Metrocon
Yes.
convention.
That is correct. I organize all of this that's around you right now. Everything from photo walls to things on stage, competitions, getting guests from abroad. Like we have someone from Lithuania this year as well as Madrid. And it's really, really cool to get guests from abroad to see their perspective of our con, how it is for them to come here and get almost like a culture shock.
I think this is my third year being here. How long, when did Metrocon start?
It actually started back in 2009. So we were celebrating our 15-year anniversary last year.
Oh. So it's like a fairly old convention.
Oh yeah. We're one of the, what you would call the OGs.
Yeah.
We are really, really old. It actually started as just a free comic book day at Outland where the person working at Outland said, you're going to get 20% off if you guys come in costume. And we were all like, that sounds really cool, but I've never done that before. Like, how do I do that? Like, what do I do? So we all came over with just closet cosplays, which looked kind of like the character. There was one person who had actually made an actual costume where they made a metal arm for their owl from, oh God, what's it called again? Not Brotherhood, but Full Metal Alchemist. That's what I'm looking for. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was basically your first foray into cosplaying.
Oh yes, I'd never seen it before. I thought, what, dressing up as a character? What in the world is this? Right? I was 13.
and now you're hosting it for other people to enjoy the experience.
Yes, exactly. Because getting into cosplay made me realize that there's loads of people around that have the same mindset as me and also the same interests, as well as you get into an area where you feel more welcome because you're not one of the sheeps in the flock. You are one of the outcasts from the flock that's finding other people who have the same thing. And I find it kind of it's like an area where you feel safe for everyone, just to feel safe.
Yeah. I touched upon this with a previous guest where we talked about how Norway is like you either do band practice music or you do football or you do handball. It's all these sports kind of things, but that's not for everyone. You have this vast group of, as you call, outcasts, the other people that doesn't interest themselves in sports or music or things like that, and there are comic book readers or fantasy novel readers or those kind of people. And what you're doing here is giving them a safe haven, a place to be themselves, and that's really important to have. The third space, as it's called, where you're not at home, not at your work or school, but you have the third space where you can hang out and be yourself.
Yes, exactly. But that's what I wanted when I took over Metrocon from our previous leader, Grete, when she decided to quit rather suddenly, but I wanted to make it into an area where everyone can feel safe. I don't want it to be like, it's going to be super competitive for everyone to be like, but you made a better cosplay than me. I'm doing such a bad job. No, everyone's doing a great job. If you have just put on some cool clothes that you have in your wardrobe, you're welcome here.
Yeah. There's two kind of cosplayers, those who just want to dress up and those who want to compete.
Yes.
And competing is, of course, its own skill.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Just seeing people doing the bare minimum and showing up and being happy is part of the fun.
And I've even seen parents, actually, that have joined their teenagers to just experience what they actually like. They've been walking around there. I was a wonderful mother who came over to one of the panels, and she asked one of the panelists for some questions because she wanted to read up on it to help her daughter with her costume.
Yeah.
And she was in just plain clothes, but she was so interested in this. And that is so important, to get your parents to be like, hey, I'm actually interested in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, you feel like, oh, they don't really care about what I believe in, what I like.
Yeah. And there's also probably a part of this being that cosplaying is a newer thing. It wasn't a thing when your parents were young.
Oh, yeah.
So there's probably a lot of parents that would have wanted to cosplay and dress up and do stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
They didn't have the
definitely.
chance, but now they're living through their kids. So I've seen a lot of like parent kids cosplays where the parents obviously enjoys themselves as well. So.
Yeah. It's super fun, especially seeing, since I've had this for such a long time. I've been here for such a long time. I was the next Cinco man before as well. So I've been here for a very long time, and I've seen people grow. And last year I had 3 people actually come up, and they showed me a picture. And it was a picture of me from one of the earlier cons where I'm holding a tiny little child's hand. And I'm like, oh, that's a really cute picture. Is that your niece? And she's like, no, that's me. I'm like, wait. And, oh, I can feel my feel my bone structure trying to crumble because I feel old all of a sudden.
Cue the Saving Private Ryan end shot where he grows old.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, that's you. I'm so amazed. And to just see the development that's happened from being a tiny little kid walking around in their little Stitch onesie to being a grown adult that has made their own entire costume, and they're still coming to Metrocon because they love it so much.
That must be a great experience for you,
Oh, yes.
knowing that you inspired or at least paved the way for them to do that.
That's exactly, I feel very honored to be able to have a space like this where I've made it so that people feel comfortable enough to actually be themselves.
Yeah, and that's really great. People need that. When it comes to cosplaying, do you have any people that inspire you, or
Look around.
yeah, all of them?
They all are inspirations. Everything from I've made a tiny little thing, I've made a mask, I've done something. It's like, oh, you have some really cool makeup. I love it. It's so beautiful. Everyone's so inspiring. Just to see everyone's faces walking around here being really happy because they've put on some cool clothes, or they've done something really cool, like they've made something really big, or they bought a costume, or whatever you want, but they're having so much fun. That's inspiring
Yeah.
to see everyone do that.
Do you have any other cosplays, or is it just Connie?
Oh, no. So before Connie, I did do other cosplays as well. Like I did Chi from Chobits, which is now a very old anime. I also did.
Showing your age here?
Yeah, I know, literally. I also did my first ever a proper cosplay, which was not like a closet cosplay, was Kagome. And that was a bought costume. Of course, the skirt was too tight, the wig was really long. I managed to find the correct shoes, which I'm very impressed about. And everyone really liked it, and I thought it was really fun. My first ever costume was actually Princess Ai, which is a 3-book manga That's also very old. It's about written with Courtney Cox of all people, and it's about a rock angel. And I dressed up as her, and then the next year I did Riel from Ergo Proxy, also cosplay. But I painted a little, you know, one of those tie things that cowboys have.
Yeah.
Where it's a like little thing here. So I got one of those, painted that with nail polish. Then I got my black pants, black shirt, and a black vest. Then I took some, I think I actually took some pantyhose, some really thick ones, cut them to make them into almost like socks that I could have on top of the pants. And then I also had a leather jacket and of course long black hair. And then I did my makeup as Riel from Ergo Proxy. And that was, everyone's like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, so excited over something so small.
Yeah, but it's, the previous cosplayer that I had on here talked about the confidence they got from doing cosplay, and that elevated their belief in themselves or their self-image.
Yeah, that self-esteem really just bounced up. I totally get that. Most people here have the same thing, where they put on a costume because they don't know really how to be themselves. So when they put on the costume, they can be someone else.
Yeah.
And that person suddenly has loads of confidence.
Yeah.
And it's all here still. It's just that you're afraid to show it when you're not in a costume.
Yeah. Changing gears a little bit, because I know something about you, and that you have maybe wrong to say creative job, but you do creative stuff.
Oh, very much so. So I work at Chili Chocolate here in the city. We make everything ourselves, from chocolates, the macaroons, to ice cream. Even our cones are made by us. And I'm usually out in the shop, but last April, we started chocolate troll making courses, where you can come in to me, you get to make your own chocolate troll with whatever flavor you want that I have available, of course. And you get to know the history of chocolate and where it actually all started, as well as the history about us. And you get some tasters, you also get to see a video where you can see from the cocoa pod all the way out into the shop.
That's actually amazing. So you not only get treats and informations, but you also get to make something.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
So that started in April last year. So it's fairly... chocolate making. 2016 is when we opened. That's actually when I started. Oh. You see, back in 2016, our shop manager found out she was pregnant, which was a very positive surprise, but it was still a surprise. And they wanted to hire someone to be the shop manager for the first year. So they hired me.
Yeah.
And the next year she was like, yeah, you know what? This is my first baby. I don't know how it's going to be with working and having a child. So she said, could you stay another year? Yeah, of course. And then when she came back, I was more on and off. But there were so many customers asking for me and where I went that they were like, hey, could you come back 50% at least? I'm like, yeah, of course I can. I love this job. It's wonderful. And they've never been able to get rid of me after that.
Yeah, fair enough. But it must be fun working with like such a fleeting medium as chocolate is, because it's, you can't really make many mistakes, because if correct me if I'm wrong here,
of course.
but if you mess up the temperature once and have to bring it back down, you might get it corny and being like not the right consistency, right?
Yeah. So when you're doing tempering, let's just say milk chocolate. So milk chocolate, you need to heat it up to 45 degrees. Then you cool it down to 28 degrees. And then you kind of heat it up to, I think it's 31.2. And then that is a tempering process. That will make it so that the mold, you'll actually get the chocolate out of the mold. And so that the chocolate itself is shiny, as well as it changes the structure of the sugar crystals. That's why it's so smooth.
Yeah.
And it can handle up to 26 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. I remember this summer it was really, really hot.
Oh, yes.
And I bought 3 standard chocolate, milk chocolate plates, and forgot to turn on the AC in the car.
Oh.
So when I picked them up, they were really like...
like one of those squeezy bags for children?
Almost, yeah. But I solidified it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And it was... it has this corny, grainy consistency. and not the same mouthfeel as.
No.
So can you save it from that?
So if you temper the chocolate, if this has happened, this is liquidy ball of chocolate.
Yeah.
If you actually temper it again, it will be fine.
Okay, so you need to take it up and then down.
Down and up, yeah. But the thing is, with shop chocolates from grocery stores, they put in oils and fats to dilute it so that they can save money on them.
Yeah.
Which makes it really hard to temper as well.
Yeah, and it might also be pulled out of the mix, or does it stay in the...
So it will still be mixed. Have you ever seen a chocolate that has like a gray look to it?
Yes.
Yes, or white. That's actually a detempered chocolate. That means that it has either been too cold or too hot, and the sugar crystals have pushed their way up into the surface of the actual chocolate, and that's what's laying on top.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm learning so much.
Yeah, I know, right?
So fun.
Fun times with Connie.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. With chocolates.
Exactly.
But you make a lot of different chocolates as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
everything from dark chocolate to white chocolate, and of course, as I said, we also make macaroons and ice cream, homemade ice cream.
Ooh.
Yes. My favorite there is yogurt lime, which is a hybrid ice cream. It's so good. It's like really smooth, but also really nicely like sourness in it because of the lime.
Is it possible to order online?
Yeah. So we do have a website. It's chilichocolate.no.
Yeah, the link will be down in the description.
Wonderful. You can order anywhere in the world. The only place we're not sending to right now, because we can't, is the US.
Yeah.
Very sadly.
Yeah, the Norwegian Posten says no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we're like, sorry, but we can't.
Yeah. But that's great for people wanting to taste this locally produced chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
And a Norwegian milk chocolate is, I would say, kind of unique and really, really good and soft.
Very much so.
Really mellow kind of taste.
It's not, doesn't have a weird aftertaste.
No, it's just good.
It's all good all around.
Yeah. So you have that as a full-time job?
Yes, that's my full-time job, and then I do this as my hobby.
Yeah, which is like, I assume you spend like 1 to 2 hours a week? No?
So just this week, I had to take vacation to be able to do all the things that needs to be done here.
Yeah.
Everything. So my job as an overlord, because we use medieval names here, so I'm an overlord. Our cosplay responsible is a masquerade master. And our person in tech, she's the wizard of tech. So we have some fun names like that, but I'm the overlord, and I do everything from helping out with the stand applications because they might need help with that, to going and buying soda for the crew. Like I will go fix things for people just so I know that it's done.
Yeah. Do you have a dungeon keeper?
Yeah, we should get a dungeon keeper. We do have a guild master.
Yeah. But if people don't behave, like throw them to the dungeon master, dungeon keeper, throw away the key.
Throw away the key. We have our wardrobe. His name is a loot goblin.
Oh, that's awesome. I really like coming here. It's a really cozy convention. I like to end these talks with asking you what your moonshot is. A moonshot being a lofty goal, a vision for the future, something you want to achieve, a dream that you have. Do you have a moonshot?
Winning the lottery.
Okay. Besides the obvious.
Besides the obvious, yes. If I could pay everyone's debt, that would be lovely. But yeah, my goal is to make the convention even more smooth. Like having this be even more smooth to do and not too stressful. And what I would like for the future would be that we could be put in a category that can actually get sponsors from the local government.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of everything. We are for children, we're for youths, we're for adults. We have culture, we have presentations, we have learning. we're all in there. So they put us in a gray area, and because we're in this gray area for all of these different things, they can't give us any support.
No, we have the same thing with the makerspace. Like when you want to host something, host it for kids because then you get money.
Yeah.
But the problem here, you do it for kids, but also adults.
Yeah.
That means no money.
Yeah.
And you do this, but you also do this, which means no money. So it's like I can see the frustration with that.
Yeah.
And it would ease the stress of hosting. Significantly.
Because that's the thing every year. It's like, are we gonna break zero?
Yeah.
Like, because if there is any money that, let's say, we didn't get a lot of people showing up. We had really low ticket sales or something like that. If that would happen, if there's anything that's left after that, if there's nothing in the bank for our Metrocon, we pay for it.
Yeah.
And we're doing all of this voluntarily.
Yeah.
No one's getting money for this. No one's getting any services or anything for this. This is just us. I can get reimbursed for the sodas I bought, things like that. But if I buy something, let's say for a price, then I want to give this, I'm not going to get reimbursed for that just because I work here.
Yeah.
I want to give it.
And the thing is, like, you buy sodas for the crew.
Yeah.
You
just an
can't
example.
get reimbursed if there's no money.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Same as the 3,000 I spent on pizzas.
And the thing is that even if you manage to break zero, it's always good to have a little bit in the bank for the next year.
Exactly.
To make starting up, and because I assume you spend, okay, let me just pull a number out of the year here, but I would say 5 months from start till you actually get to the con with work and planning and
I'll actually tell you. So we have a year meeting, of course, where we go through everything. We also go through everything from budgets to like the other finances and stuff like that, as well as the meetings we have are also planning for the next year. And already in January and February, I will be starting to do things like I will start checking if there's things we can apply for. I will go and ask sponsors and see if I can get some new sponsors, because trying to get them the last 2 months have been absolutely non-existent. They have not been very welcoming at the end of the year this year. 80% of the ones I've asked have said no to give us physical prices, not money, physical prices.
Yeah. And to put that into perspective, when you say you start in January, we're now in October when the con is happening. So it's 9 months of from you start until you host. Yeah. So you have 3 months off.
Yes, the only reason I have those 3 months off is because I have a really hectic job in those months.
Yeah.
You see,
up to Christmas,
chocolate is rather popular for Christmas presents.
Yeah, it's
and
like
things like that.
Giving your chocolates as a present is like it's the Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah.
It's not the store-bought chocolate. It's like a really nice present.
Yeah, and you can personalize it a lot more. Like our confectionery boxes are personalized. You can put in whatever flavors you want, which means that if you know that you have a friend that loves dark chocolate, we can put just dark chocolate in that box for them. So then you've personalized the box as well.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more fun to give that than give them, here's a big piece of chocolate that has 38 pieces in it, but you only like 2 of them and you're going to give the rest away.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
And we're going up to Christmas and...
so now in November, we're going to have the calendars. We do also calendars. So Chili Chocolate has an actual calendar that we make ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's actually small houses in a board that has cobblestone, just like the streets of Stavanger as well. And the backdrop is the city of Stavanger as well.
Ooh, nice.
It's really, really pretty.
Might order one.
Yeah, you should.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
For this talk. It's been really fun learning about chocolate and about Metrocon.
Yeah.
And I look forward to hopefully being here next year.
Yeah. I hope so too. Well, I'll have to see with the Guildmaster.
Fair enough. And make sure the weather is better.
Yeah, please. No storms.
No storms.
No storms. Please, no.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.